All right, welcome back, and as promised, trust me, there's going to be a lot of attorneys here in the area that are going to be busy helping people with insurance claims. And not one attorney can handle the thousands that are going to be coming through, so I'm sure a lot of attorneys are going to be busy with insurance claims. One of those is Sye Broussard. You know him, we had him on the other day. Sye, welcome to the program. How are you?
Thank you, Martin. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Now, I know you've been on roofs, you've been assessing things and everything. What's the status now? What are you seeing out there that people need the most help with? And not necessarily that the insurance company is going to come in and say, all right, we're not going to pay you for this, because most of them have been pretty good. But a few of them go the other way, and that's why they have guys like you to make sure they go the right way.
That's right, Martin. Yeah, you would hope that they would do the right thing because you've paid your insurance premiums for years, and now it's time to file your claim and for them to do their part. And we hope that they would do the right thing. Unfortunately, sometimes that's not the case. We're already hearing stories coming through the office of first adjuster comes and promises them policy limits, we're going to take care of you. Then the other adjuster comes in and says, no, we're only going to pay you $50,000. Then they want to depreciate everything, and then they write them a check for $30,000. And it's just not enough money to fix their homes. So we have a gap there. So we got to bridge that gap, and how do we do that? So that's something that you just got to fight with your adjuster and have them keep coming back to the property and stay on them. You can have contractors submit you invoices and say that it's not a partial roof replacement, you need a whole roof replacement. Or you can't just dry out this carpet, you got to rip the carpet out and replace it. So these are...
Let me ask you this. Somebody called me this morning, ironically, and said they thought they had a wind and hail policy. They always did. So the insurance agent just said, sign here, they renewed, and then they come to find out he took it out. He personally took it out.
Well, that's a shame. And look, and while we're on that point, FEMA, apply for FEMA assistance. Even if you have insurance, apply for FEMA assistance. Now, they might hold off on your claim pending the outcome of your insurance claim, and then maybe they can come in on the backside, but I would definitely file. So those people need to file because they don't have insurance. And then you get into another issue of malpractice. Was their agent liable? Should he have? Did he inform them that he was doing that? Was he negligent and failing to act? And then that's a whole other issue of having to talk to your agent about that.
Yes, I know there's specific people in town right now. You're one, say Martin and Bork is one. They have other attorneys that will go on site and meet with the insurance agent and walk through to make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. That's pretty tedious stuff, isn't it?
Absolutely, and especially the longer the period of time from the date of loss to when your claims adjuster goes, there might not be the visible damage anymore. Okay, water dries over time. You might have some stains on drywall, but maybe under the carpet you hear the squishy noise, and now you don't. So it's important to have a team of people on your side to point that out, and make sure you point that out to your adjuster when they go. We work with all sorts of disaster response management teams. They have a network of vendors from adjusters to contractors, water mitigation companies, and we go in as a team and we hit it hard, and we have our own expert reports to push back on, because the insurance company, they're going to write your report, but it's going to be favorable for the insurance company. Okay, you need a report favorable for you.
And you got to look at your structure too.
Absolutely. So we have forensic engineers that go in, and this is a good tip. Push on your brick wall. All right, your exterior brick veneer, a lot of people miss that. But you have the brick ties behind it, and the pressure difference between the outside and the inside during a hurricane and the uplift of the roof can pop those brick ties. And so go around your home. Most people might not have done that yet. Go around your home and push on those brick walls. And if those brick walls are moving and they're swaying, your brick ties have popped. You need to replace that wall. So make sure you point that out to your insurance company.
I think I even told my adjuster, I said, look, I got a lot of structures. I might not want to replace a couple of them because I'm downsizing. And you can downsize, but some of them want to make you rebuild what was damaged. Can you opt to get the check so that maybe you can put that money into something else? I mean, you still paid for it,
Sure. So your insurance policy is going to have RCV and ACV. That's replacement cost value and an actual cash value. So what happens is when they come in and they say you need a new roof, your roof costs $15,000, but we're going to depreciate that amount, and we're going to give you the actual cash value of $10,000 today. So they're going to give you a check for $10,000. And that $15,000, so that $5,000 difference, That's the replacement cost value. Once you replace the roof, then they will give you that extra $5,000. So in your scenario, if you have extra damage, but you're not necessarily going to repair that damage, they'll give you a check for that actual cash value amount. It won't be for the full amount, but you won't get the extra money because you're not going to replace it. But know that if you don't replace something and your insurance company has filed a claim and paid it, you won't be able to claim that in the future.
Right.
So if you have a hurricane or a storm comes and you didn't replace some drywall or the roof, you can't claim it again. You know?
And real quick, we got about a minute 20 left. One deductible in Louisiana for hurricane season?
That's correct. So God forbid we get another hurricane. Like last year we had Laura and Delta. But there's only one hurricane deductible per season, all right, per year. So they might hit you on a deductible for like a normal property damage claim, which most people might have $500 or $1,500. So they'll make you pay that, but not a whole complete hurricane deductible again.
So like mine's 31,000. I don't mind telling the public, just for an example, if I use that up in this storm and it's gone and another one hits, they can't charge me that again.
That's right, not the 31,000 again, but they might charge you your normal, just general liability deductible.
All right, there you have it. Sye, we appreciate it, and keep up the great work, and let us know in a few days what you're finding out there, and come back and give us a report.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully we won't have a lot of horror stories, but just judging from all the hurricanes we worked before, we've been in Lake Charles and Hurricane Laura for a year, and there's going to be some horror stories, unfortunately, but everybody just needs to keep fighting, keep their head up, and we have our website you can find more information at. It's goclaim.com, GEAUX claim.com, and we have some information for everybody. Just stay informed.
All right, Sye Broussard, once again, we appreciate it. We have a lot more here on Bayou Time. Don't go away.